I'm making one of the most delicious vegetable dishes in all of the Ionian. It's called melitzanes Skordostoumbi. And it's a very, very simple dish of pan-fried eggplant in a very light, garlicky tomato sauce. This one's unique because it has a nice sweet and sour taste with a little bit of red wine vinegar in the tomato sauce. We want to get the slices to about a ½ inch thick because they're going to soften in the olive oil and then bake in the tomato sauce, so I don't want them to fall apart. A little bit of salt sprinkled into the eggplant. Just lightly toss this. Make sure the salt kind of gets everywhere. Eggplant is like a sponge, so it will absorb the olive oil very, very quickly. We're just gonna lightly fry these. Get as many as will fit in one layer. As soon as they're a little bit soft and lightly browned, I'm gonna turn them so that they're colored on both sides. I'll get the rest of the eggplant ready while those are in the frying pan. That's exactly what we're looking for, this nice, deep golden color. And these are still a little bit firm. We don't want the eggplant to tear apart, basically. Be sure to always drain fried eggplant on a paper towel. We don't want this to be greasy. And this last piece here. While the eggplant is frying, I can get started on my tomato sauce. And I have to finish grating these beautiful, fresh Greek tomatoes. It's definitely better to do this with fresh tomatoes. Eggplant and tomato are always in season at the same time. They're summer vegetables. The eggplant is ready. This is the last of them. And the next thing I'm going to do is get that beautiful light tomato sauce going. I'm just gonna replenish a little bit of the olive oil in here. There's quite a lot of chopped garlic. You just want to do this really fast. I don't want color on this because I don't want the garlic to be bitter or crunchy. The tomatoes are going right into the garlic. This needs to cook down a little bit. I am going to season it with some salt and pepper. Tomato always needs a tiny bit of something sweet to balance the acidity. The easiest and most accessible sweetener is sugar, but you could also use a bit of honey. The other ingredient going into this is some nice, strong red wine vinegar. The combination of vinegar and sweet is a very old tradition in Greece. It's something that even the ancient Greeks used to do to flavor their food. Of course, tomatoes didn't exist in ancient Greece. They're a New World ingredient. So I'm just gonna let this cook until it thickens up a bit and all these flavors kind of bloom. And that's gonna take probably about 15 or 20 minutes. The sauce is looking perfect. The first thing that goes in here is a little bit of sauce right on the bottom. I will add a touch of olive oil to this as well. Now I'm just gonna start layering these sauteed eggplant slices in here. You can add your own combination of fresh herbs if you like. You can even add a little cheese in this. It's very accessible cuisine. You wanna get the eggplant in here as snugly as possible in one layer. This combination of tomatoes and eggplants is probably one of the most defining combinations in the entire Mediterranean, from Turkey to Portugal, all over North Africa. You find this in different renditions. Just a little bit. I want to save some sauce for the top. Just press these down a little bit. And whatever sauce is remaining in the frying pan, I'm going to get it right over this. Spread this out. One last finishing touch. I like to just spritz this with a little bit of red wine vinegar right at the end. And do that. This is ready to go into the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes until all the flavors meld together. I can cut through it and the entire kitchen smells of that beautiful garlic aroma. This looks and smells amazing. A little bit of parsley over this beautiful eggplant dish. How big a piece should I cut? I just want to get this gorgeous eggplant out of here and onto my plate. Get a little bit of lefkada pulenta, which is nice and soft and totally comforting, right on the side, just a little bit. Cut a wedge of Greek feta. Ready to enjoy this perfect Greek vegetarian meal from the Ionian Islands. If you could bake summer, that's what it would taste like. I love the meaty texture of the eggplant. It's soft, but it also holds together, so you can actually, you feel it, that's what we want. That lovely baked tomato flavor is so Greek. Together with the garlic and the vinegar, there's a lot going on there. It's kind of like an explosion of flavors on my palate. This goes really well with one of northern Greece's rosés. This is made with xinomavro, and it's from the Amindeo region. It has this lovely strawberry aroma and nice mouthfeel, and it stands up really well to the headiness and the robust quality of all these vegetables together.